US economy has slowed and the dollar is weakening. Not usually a winning combination for a small US retailer, but those who sell their goods online are finding that buyers from abroad are making up a larger portion of their sales. 1 in 5 under 25s are out of work and their job prospects are bleak. With the economy on its knees and employers still not hiring, Britain faces losing a generation to unemployment. The question police and social workers are asking are why were 2 boys aged only 4 and 6 left at home to fend for themselves for over 48 hours? It's never too late to exercise. There are many outdoor, fun, family activities that you can enjoy. You can run, but can't hide. You better get a grip to bounce to fitness. Over 250 fiberglass model elephants have invaded the capital streets in a huge public exhibition to raise money for elephants throughout the world.
Elephant Parade London was about 18 months in the making, so we've all been working for a very long time to bring it to London. And Elephant Family is the official charity of Elephant Parade London, so now we are their official charity globally, which is amazing for us.
The elephant exhibition is a great way to reconnect with the city and makes you look at familiar sights differently. Why hold the exhibition in London now?
Well, London's one of the most exciting capital cities in the world, and we knew that the love of people in London for elephants was really big because we've done other creative events and that's proved it. So we wanted to do something as well to time with the International Year of Biodiversity, which is this year, and we're a UK partner charity of that.
Has it raised a lot of public awareness, the exhibition?
It's raised a huge amount of awareness, actually, an overwhelming amount. For us, one of our strongest messages was that the Asian elephant is endangered, it's dying out, but you can do something about it. It isn't just a distant dream to think that we can do something.
Each of the model elephants are the size of an adolescent elephant and have been decorated by an artist or celebrity.
Well, I saw an article about Elephant Family last summer in one of the evening newspapers, and they were talking about what they did and also how they were looking for artists to take part in this event this year. And also the funds raised from this event are going to conservation projects in India.
The fiberglass model elephants are placed in prominent locations from Heathrow to Greenwich throughout May and June. And what was your inspiration for the design?
The elephant plays such a huge role in Indian cultural life, and especially in Indian mythology. It appears in so many guises, like there's the elephant-headed god Ganesha, for example. The king of the gods rides on the back of an elephant, and I thought that set off such interesting visuals for me when I thought of that. I thought that would be a great basis for my design.
The Elephant Parade events have been a huge hit in other countries throughout the world, but this is the first time that London will play host, bringing the importance of elephant conservation to the capital, whilst also offering a fun way of making our environment look more attractive. At the end of the exhibition, the elephants will be auctioned off at Sotheby's. The 14-year Liberian civil war has been one of Africa's bloodiest, claiming the lives of more than 200,000 and displacing 1 million others in refugee camps in neighbouring countries. The population suffered many atrocities, including murder, rape and mutilation. Entire villages have been emptied as people fled. Clara Cromer is one of the survivors.
I still have nightmares, terrible ones.
What was your first encounter with war?
My first encounter was brutal. Women, we were the victims.
What happened?
Sexually abused.
In front of your children?
Yes, my children are all boys. I have 2 of them here, and the remaining ones are in Ghana at the refugee camp.
Clara bridges the divide from her past to her future, where she hopes to soon be reunited with all her children. I'm Betty Balaba, and I'm in the middle of Larchmont Village at Universal Lofts, where live-work community is really thriving. Now, these lofts are taking off in Los Angeles.
Well, actually, it's become a very unique concept.
In terms of global warming, how have you adapted these lofts for climate change?
Well, basically,
James Milne is a London artist with a talent for drawing. He creates masterpieces using the humble ballpoint pen. It's a painstakingly slow process. His drawings are so detailed that they could be mistaken for photographs.
I discovered it when I was about 13, 14, just doodling around in files and notebooks at school.
And when did you discover that you had a real talent for it?
I actually thought I'd be a painter one day, you know, when I was that young. But I loved drawing, that's what I was always doing. And I just kept on using the ballpoint and started to create some great images with it. And I basically realised that once I actually started doing quite well with ballpoint, that there was hardly anyone else doing it. And so it was something I wanted to really put a lot of time into, and that was probably when I was about 18, 19.
What do you think is the main difference between that and using paint, say?
You can't make any mistakes with the ballpoint. You can't rub it out or paint over it. But I think the precision and the accuracy you can get is much better than even a paintbrush or a pencil, because the tip is so fine, but you never need to sharpen it, you never need to sort of change brushes. So it's a steady, tiny little point that is always there. So that's how you get the accuracy out of it. So I think it's a lot better.
And how many biros does it take to draw one picture?
Hardly anything. It's funny. Unless you're doing a huge black area, you can only sometimes use like a quarter of a pen in one drawing. How
long does it take generally to draw a picture? Does it vary from picture to picture? Or?
It takes a long time. The shading, it's stroke by stroke. It's almost like weaving a tapestry, and you can't make mistakes. You have to go very slowly. An average drawing, say A2 size, would take possibly between 50 and 80 hours.
And do you find the public is very responsive to it?
Yeah, they have, a lot. I mean, I think that's probably been quite a strong point, with my art, is that that's something people can focus on. People don't believe it's done in ballpoint, firstly. I mean, a lot of the time people just walk past and think they're photos or prints or something. Yeah. So when people find out that it's done in ballpoint, that's something that really fascinates them, and they didn't realise you could do that.
You may inspire doodlers everywhere to pick up their pen.